The core mission of our company in terms of environmental stewardship is just to be a good corporate citizen relative to being a steward of the environment. We tend to take a pretty pragmatic approach to marry our fiscal stewardship with our environmental stewardship together. We look at the environmental impact of all of our projects, especially our new capital projects and initiatives like this facility would be one of them. We looked at first just reducing the amount of energy that the facility would consume in the first place through things like, insulation, energy efficient windows, LED lighting, proximity sensors that reduce the amount of time the lights are on when the building's not occupied. So we did that first, and then secondly looked at the systems within the building, like geothermal for the heat to reduce the impact of the heating and cooling costs and the energy consumption from the heating and cooling. And then lastly, we went to, okay, now the energy that we are consuming in the facility, how can we produce that from renewable resources like solar? So in this particular case, we put solar on the roof to get the energy consumption down to net zero for the facility. And I think there's a common misconception in the marketplace or society in general that being a good environmental steward has to cost money. And we have found in evaluating our projects that if you look at our capital projects with a long-term horizon, usually the answer can be both, like putting solar on the roof, especially if you look at it as a hedge against future energy cost inflation. As the years go on and the investment pays for itself and energy costs inflate, the IRR will continue to increase as we move forward. Being a good steward of the environment also is good for our business. And some examples, most of the things we do from a product and service perspective make buildings last longer, make them more durable, make them consume less energy, and our customers and the marketplace is seeking out ways to do those things. So that's good for our business, and it's making a positive impact on the environment. And like I mentioned before, when we look at capital projects, like with our facilities and our vehicles and things like that, just consuming less energy, less fossil fuels is good for our business too. I don't feel like we've really done anything incredibly outside the box. It's been pretty simple and pretty pragmatic in terms of our environmental stewardship. Just reducing consumption and finding, like putting solar on the building. A lot of people are doing these things. They're simple things, but the numbers work, and they're good for our community and good for our environment in the long term. Our employees feel a pride of ownership in the things we're doing to make an impact positively on the environment. And we are an employee-owned company, so I think it goes hand in hand with knowing you're an owner and knowing you're a part of doing things that are right for our community. For advice to other companies that are looking for ways that they can make an impact positively on the environment, I would say don't assume that it's going to be expensive. It can be a good investment for your business at the same time as being good for our environment and making an impact on our community. I'd say we're honored and excited to receive the reward, and it's a sense of pride for all of our employee owners that have been a part of the initiatives.